Yo, yo, yo.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, let me shut this music off.
Uh-oh. What's up, buddy? We got reverb.
Jesus, I got everything playing here. There we go. All right, you hear me better now without the echo? Hey, nice job hitting that turquoise contest, man.
Yeah, that's been I'll tell you what contests have been. First of all, should we tell the group? Let's tell the group we're on the air.
Yeah, go ahead. I shared it on Twitter if anybody's watching. You know, we just got on, so there's like only 8 people so far. But it'll build up as we get going.
How do I find the link? Copy link.
Yeah, get the group on there.
Let's get the group on there.
The Lone Speed group text.
We'll have more. You and I are going to be talking more about the upcoming Lone Speed Patreon soon.
The Patreon and, you know, how to broaden the horizons on the channel, the Horse Bit channel. Let's see here. Yeah. I'm in a pick 5 at Oaklwan. I hit the first leg.
Well, let me ask you this. Sorry for interrupting, but what Oaklawn's cancellation yesterday? I wasn't really paying attention, and
it made no sense.
What was the official explanation for that?
Lightning. They just pushed out.
Okay.
Lightning. I never seen that before.
I mean, lightning usually it passes though. I mean, it's like God, I get these lighting right. This lighting is just abysmal. The lightning thing, it happens and then it goes away. Was it a prolonged period of lightning or something?
Yeah. Prolonged period. Don't mind me. I got me a turkey sandwich roll.
Did you get it from that same place you always get it from?
Grocery store.
All right. So I think the topic for today, and I'm going to be on. I got about 45 minutes to an hour to be on. But that'll give us time to go over the Santa Anita All Turf Pick 3, which starts in race 5, and we are currently 7 minutes to race 4. So we've got the better part of half an hour to go over this. I've kind of already constructed a ticket.
So it's going to be races 5, 7, and 9.
That's right.
Okay. We can dive into that. We can dive into that when Dylan comes in, unless you wanted to talk about it now.
Well, I mean, yeah, we can also just pick Dylan's brain. Hopefully, he'll have. I've got a couple price horses in the sequence that I kind of want to pick Dylan's brain on this because you're not supposed to play. Caveman tickets are generally something you're not supposed to play.
Define a caveman ticket for everybody.
Say again. A caveman ticket is when you have, like in a pick 4, you just play one ticket, like 4x3 by 4x3 or something. What you're supposed to do is break down your horses into A's, B's, and C's, or just A's and B's or whatever. And you're supposed to demand of yourself that you hit A's in 3 of the legs. So you just, and I'm oversimplifying it, but you would play one ticket, all of your A's, and then you would play a series of other tickets where you give yourself a B horse if you get A's in the other 3 legs. And that's supposed to cut down on the overall cost. Where the caveman, you would have all your A's, B's, and C's on one ticket, which gets expensive. And, you know, that's quite a loud chew you got there. Dylan, Steve-O's chewing already.
Right, that was the first thing I heard right when I came on.
Hey, Dylan, congratulations on the Fantasy Bowl.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Hey, I won my other league.
No one cares about that one.
What did Dylan win?
I'm just kidding.
He's gonna get $900.
I beat Steve-O's.
Hey
I
Dylan,
beat Marco's squad.
you joined right as we were talking about caveman tickets, and I want to bounce my opinions for the Santa Anita Turf Pick 3, and I was hoping you could tell me not your thought on my handicapping, but your thoughts on how to construct a ticket, because it's shaping up as though it could be potentially a 3x3x3 ticket, which on a pick 3, I don't know if that's
good.
yeah. So
I mean,
it starts in
in
race
some
5.
cases, I guess when it would be, 20. I mean, 20 to 1, 10 to 1, 15 to 1.
Well, that's the thing. There are some prices in the sequence that I like, so it's almost like I can forgive myself. Maybe I play a big ticket
I'm
with
not
my
the best.
A's.
Like, I don't know.
What'd you say?
I mean, no, go ahead.
I could conceivably play like a bigger ticket with just the A's, and then a smaller ticket adding in the B's. So it's like I'm more heavily invested in my stronger
Yeah, your
opinions.
A's. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh wait, what's going on?
So
Can you
here's
not
what I
see
got.
me?
Yeah, I can see you now. Are you
Oh.
do you have race 5 at Santa Anita opened up?
Is that light? Let me my bad.
I can get Santa.
Yeah.
Let me get Santa Anita open so we can look at it.
So let me know when you both have race 5 open.
Yeah.
All right, I got it.
All right, so the 2 is going to be favored, and I think the 2 is the most likely winner. The 8 and the 9 will battle for second choice. I'm a little bit against the 9. I'm not a lot against the 9. I just think she might find herself a little bit out of it early, and that might compromise her chances. She had traffic last time at a mile. He looked really strong winning the down the hill race 2 back, and ran a solid race 3 back as well. And then has wins 4 and 5 back. Okay. One of them was for open 50,000, 3-year-olds, but it was, she was claimed out of there. Optics suggests she'll be coming from way back with a furious closing kick. But on Ragozin, she's got a little bit of a weird, not a weird pattern, but it's kind of like a bow pattern. Like she moved into a good race, and then the last 2 have been regressions. But maybe, one was down the hill, one was at a mile, not her game. You could maybe forgive them. Where, the 8's coming off a long layoff, hasn't run since July, but was definitely in against better. And Flavian Pratt, I just know that 8's going to fire. May not be good enough. And then, we come back to the 2, Queen Maxima, which even if you think some of the numbers might be inflated, which is possible, I definitely think she's the horse to beat. However, there is a price horse that I'm very interested in. And this is where
I know who you're going to be on.
you want to, why don't you guess who it is? And I'll tell you if you're right.
I mean, the 3.
No, I thought long and hard about the 3. No, the 4.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So the 4 has had 2 suboptimal starts in a row. Now, they weren't terrible starts, and I don't think they were indicative of a horse that has a problem out of the gate, because 3 and 4 starts back, the starts out of the gate were fine. Last time, a little bit of a slowish start, a little bit of a rush up. Top of the lane looked like maybe a winner, but you kind of knew she wasn't going to because of what she had sort of done throughout the race. It's like, I didn't bet her that day. This is the race 2 back. I didn't bet her that day, but if I had, I would have said, looks like a winner, but isn't going to win. And she got inhaled late. And then lost to Angie's Ash down the hill, which may not have been her game. A little bit of a break, some good workouts. Optics suggests that she'll be making a pretty strong late run and likely ahead of the 9. Can likely outclose the 9. And on Ragozin, that race 2 back that I mentioned, where the start just wasn't perfect, ran a 12. And to me is a horse that can maybe upset this a little bit. So for turf pick 3 purposes, I'm 2-8. I think I get through the leg with the 2 and the 8, honestly. But I think the 4 is sneaky. Well, I respect the 3 and the 9. Like if you were to tell me, Dylan, you were going too deep, 3-9, I would definitely not argue with that.
No, I think the 2. I'm playing a try in here. 2 over 4-10.
Oh, so, okay. So and you're against my 8. Why are you against the 8?
I think that I just like the 10 more, and I don't know. I think the race 2 back when the horse got a 12. I think that it was a big old duel, and that horse just kind of sucked up a wide trip around there, and just I don't know, just didn't really do anything for me at all. I know you're getting Pratt, but I just think this horse is going to be bet a lot. This horse will probably be big second choice.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing though. You've got a 4-length win off a layoff over this surface, over the track against 8 opponents, comes back in a grade 3 off a break, loses to a good horse, then a loss to I Scream You Scream, who beat Medoro twice. I mean, she's definitely the class of the field. And talk about a rider upgrade. Yeah. You get Lasix back on, you're Carl Fry to Flavian Pratt.
That's fair. I mean, I prefer the 8 over the 9 for sure.
So, all right. So that's where I am. I'm strongly on the 2 and the 8. I respect the 4. I want to include the 4 in the turf pick 3. Can we go on to race 7? Is that okay? Oh, actually, race 4 is going off here, by the way.
Oh, we want to watch it?
Yeah, because I didn't bet it, but in my now defunct pick 4, I was 5, 8, and 9. Let's see who they're playing. Wait a minute. Did they scratch the 5 late? Wait a minute. 5, 8, 9. Oh, those are the 3 favorites. Okay, I'm telling you nothing there. Well, they all got bet down. The 5 got really bet down off the morning. The 5 was 10-1 factory drive here in the 4th. Good thing I didn't play anything.
We're not on anything here?
No, but I mean, because I didn't bet, the race is probably going to come like 9-8-5 or 5-8-9 or something.
In the gate.
It's just a total crap field.
Off. Bruckner gets the first call. Nightbird, it's okay. Ignatowski in between horses. They're joined by Jazz Spot down toward the inside. Here's Crone Zone racing in 5th on the inside of Cyber Smart. That pair followed by Factory Drive. Down at the rail, Audible Silence, and Fighting Ring is far back early. Down the back stretch, Nightbird, it's okay, narrowly in front. On the outside, Bruckner presses second. They've pulled 3 lengths clear of Ignatowski and Jazz Spot right together. Crone Zone, Factory Drive, 8 off the lead. 2 clear of Audible Silence, Cyber Smart, and Fighting Ring continues to trail. They're coming toward the quarter pole. Bruckner takes the lead away from third. It's okay.
Dead at the door now at 8-5. So it's
3 off the pace in third.
8-9, I guess. I was 5-8-9.
Audible Silence switches to the outside. They're coming to the 8th pole, and
like everybody else
built up a 5-length lead. Ignatowski is clearly second. A belated rally from Factory Drive in third.
What condition is this race?
Far too good for this field.
Maiden claimers, isn't it? Yeah, maiden 20.
Armando Aguilar reporting home more than 6 in front. Ignatowski
not a bad race from that 9.
Drive third, tight for 4th.
First off the claim, first time gelding.
Wow. Nuts off. That's Carl Broberg's angle.
So if we go to the second leg of the turf pick 3, which is the Eddie Logan for 2-year-olds, we will see some familiar names, including Steve-O, a horse you and I crushed in the Hawthorne contest, number 2, King of Dragons.
King of Dragons. There we are.
So let me tell you my take on this race here. I know we know who everyone's going to play. The favorite will be the 6, Artislas, and I would not argue with anyone other than to say I just feel like this horse has. It's like I don't know. I would say Artist Loss is probably the most likely winner, but there are two in here that I think are going to get a little overlooked. One, and before I get into that, I think I'm kind of against Sabretooth here, even though I have to acknowledge that he, with 5 seconds from 6 starts, and I've been against him, and I've guessed right when I was against him. But
I've never been his biggest fan either. I think he's kind of
he's a hanger.
Well, no, he's not. He really runs on. He's always got he's just never quite good enough, and I think he's going to get bet today. I think I want to say maybe last time was the time, and now we see the inevitable flat 4th place finish from Sabretooth. I think King of Dragons, who just beat Sabretooth, and who is second choice on the morning line, is better. He trip of death 2 back. That's why I was on him last start at 9-1. And he ran, not only did he beat Sabretooth, he ran a much better race, in my opinion. I think Sabretooth got a faster Ragozin. Don't quote me on that, but I think I'm right. Sabretooth got a 16 and change. King of Dragons a 17 and change. So, but King of Dragons was the better horse. He was all kinds of tugging and just running up on the horse.
He only ran the last 150 yards.
Yeah, and he exploded. And it's like, I remember cheering him home that day, being like, wow, this is a really good horse. So if I had to single, I'd be singling the 2 King of Dragons. Okay. But there's another one in here that is a little bit sneaky-ish, and that's the 4 Game Warrior. I've got a trip note from 3 back. I just wrote strong late interest, ho-hum. And then 2 starts back, my trip note is saved ground, but won impressively. So it's one of those, not going to get perhaps the Ragozin that you would want from a winner because of saving all the ground. And he got an 18 and then improved that with a 15 and change last out in the grade 3, where he was behind Scipio, who just won the other day. He was wide in that race. Game Warrior it was just a really strong effort. And did Frey Sue end up on someone different, or does he not have a mount in here? I need to remind myself. He doesn't. So it's Juan Hernandez instead of Frey Sue. So we're looking at the 5th jockey in as many races for Game Warrior. I'm 2-4 in here. And while respecting the hell out of the 6 and acknowledging the 6 could absolutely win. Dylan, what do you think?
Yeah. It's going to be a slow pace. I don't know. I don't really have an opinion in here. Against the 1, and I'm kind of against the 6. I'm kind of a 2, 3, 4 here.
Yeah. The 3, I just wonder if, the 3, one last out, Dettori was in that race. Dettori looked like maybe Dettori and Catch the Breeze, who were in that race, came back and lost, granted to better horses. But I don't know if this is where you want.
Dalen, who's the kid riding a 3?
I don't know, some low sale kind of guy.
Yeah. This horse is going to have the front. Could be dangerous, but this guy might not be able to relax this motherfucker.
And I don't think Kimura and Juan Hernandez are going to let the horse get too loose.
That was a good debut, though. That was a good debut at Del Mar.
Yeah, no doubt.
And the kid won on it, and it's interesting. Stretching out.
I paid $130,000 for this 3 by a $7,500 sire.
Wow.
Yeah, the horse must look pretty good. And they don't spend a lot of money, the Hansons.
The siblings, I don't know what's going on. None of these race except for a few.
Yeah, I like the 4s are going to be that's a great price if he's anywhere near 12-1, but he's.
And he may be with Artist Loss and Sabretooth in here.
Yeah.
I don't. 12-1 might be a bit aggressive for an 8-horse field. Then there's a horse I didn't even mention, which this is one of the 8 on the outside. You got a first time North America, McCarthy, Frankie.
Pull up those replays.
Have you seen him?
No.
Why you want to watch him?
No, I mean, I'm not. I don't know. He must be
131 pounds down to 120.
Yeah, with a weight break. It's like, yeah, this horse could easily screw everybody. I mean, and no one's going to be surprised if that happens. Somehow Ragozin has numbers for him dueling 17s for whatever that's worth. Are we turning back in distance? Yeah, you're turning back in distance on the 8 too.
You said 2 had a 17 as well, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Artist Loss has run. Artist Loss put up a 15, 2 back. You know, Cano for the win, 5. I watched that race because it comes out of the same race as Game Warrior, and I just thought Game Warrior was so much better. I mean, the 5 could run huge here too. Wouldn't surprise me at all. I just think I'd rather have Game Warrior. Game Warrior's Ragozins are going in the right direction. Same with King of Dragons. And sort of same for Sabretooth, but I just think we've seen his best. So that's where I am in race 7.
So are you leaving the 3 off?
Give me the name of the 3, please.
Oh, FOMO Joe.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like you got to take a stand, and I'm 2-4 with maybe include the 6 just because, but I got to figure out how to construct the tickets. That's kind of why I thought it was a good idea to do this show. Let me check the tote board out here. You've got
I'm really enamored with this FOMO Joe horse.
Boy, my 4. So in race 5, the 4 horse that I was interested in is projected for 39-1, whereas the 2 and the 8 are both in that sub 2-1 range. And Janash is not getting it. God, here it is again. I just talked about this in the Lone Speed group text that I think I'm eliminating a horse that's getting played and it doesn't get played, and then my horses do. So, God, that's unbelievable. But then you got the 4 is just completely dead. Shin Jadai. Anyway, so that's I'm backtracking all over the place. So in race 5, the first leg, everyone's on the 2 and the 8. They're the best. No, they're not playing the 9, which I thought they would, and they're not at all. And then that's race 5. Then we have 7. We just talked about 7, where I'm 2-4, but respect the 6. And then we go to race 9, the final leg.
Yep.
And this one is tricky. So I think the 8 is probably not going to be 8-1. The 8 for Doug O'Neill, Juan Hernandez, got bet on debut, odds on. State bred maiden special weight. That's what we're in here. And then looked at a little bit of a trouble line in the second start. Also got bet a little bit. Now is rested, comes back. The 10, I've got multiple trip notes on. Omen Joy. 2 back. My trip note is slow start and then ran a little bit late. And then last time did something that I hate seeing. Well, hate and love. I hate it. I hate seeing it in a horse that I bet. Number 10's last race on November 16th was wide early while advancing. And she was kind of advancing it didn't really stop advancing. Even down the backstretch, got up into a close position and, end up finishing 6th of 8. Race was won by a next out winner. I think there might have been 2 next out winners in there. Let me check my math. No, only one horse has run back and she won. $100,000 stakes race. But the horse 2 back was bet to 5-2 in a 7-horse field. I don't think the 10 is impossible. Optics also does not think the 10 is impossible. On Ragozin, 10 has never cracked 20 where the 8 hasn't. 8's ran even worse, to be honest. So I kind of feel this race probably sets up for a first-time starter. Simon Callahan has 5 wins on the year. He trains the 2. I actually somehow was on 2 of his winners who were the same horse. But I'm just not feeling it. Carla Gaines, Rispoli, she can occasionally pop with a first-time starter. The Dam has popped out 4 babies to race. 2 of them won on debut. Another ran 3rd. So the 5 has the Dam has produced some good win early horses. And then the 8, you can almost kind of treat the 8 like a first-time starter in a manner of speaking, I think. And if you do, the Dam has produced 2 first-time starters. Both of them hit the board on debut. Of course,
Justin, real quick, can I interrupt you for the Oaklwan race here?
Yeah. You live to something?
Yeah, I've got a double, and I got the 6, a win bet on the 6 here.
Okay.
It's James DeVito, second-time blinkers, Nick Juarez.
Did Dylan drop off?
Yeah, we lost him. I'm sure he'll get back on.
I'm not sure he'll get back on. How many viewers we got?
We got a cool 61 people watching.
Okay, that's better than 60.
Yeah, I need this 6.
And then
6 at Oaklwan?
Yeah.
To the outside post. Here's Capaluca and Rocco Bowen. We're ready to go. And they're off. Amor Patrie wins the start.
What's your price, Steve-O?
It got bet down from 8 to 4.
Big Much coming out of a sprint race naturally.
So
9 to 2.
Big
9 to
Much
2.
side by side. Big Much keen down on the inside takes a hold, and Heavenville wants the lead. He's got it. Clears off, leads a length and a half from Big Much, who concedes the lead, gets off the rail. Now 2 lengths off the front runner. More Patrie running in 3rd. Moneyline, Monet's Magic, they're side by side. They're a length and a half clear of Fast Joker, and Capaluca is well behind early. A strung out group approaches the backstretch run. Heavenville and Eric Asmussen lead the way, a length and a half from Big Much and Ricardo Santana Jr. in chase mode now. Tips out.
Is this the second leg of your double or first?
Heavenville
First leg.
Pace down the backstretch. More Patrie, 2 lengths behind in 3rd. 4 back to Monet's Magic. Moneyline side by side. 3 back to Fast Joker, pushed upon already in the second last position. And Capaluca still well out of it as they go into the far turn. Heavenville going pretty well here. Into the turn, a length and a half clear of Big Much, and a more Patrie down on the inside, getting a little bit closer. 4 back to Monet's Magic. Christian Torres imploring him to get going. Moneyline is dropping back. Fast Joker trying to get into the race.
The 5's running good.
The weakening Moneyline, but is still about 10 lengths off the lead. Coming to the top of the lane. This race will end at the 16th pole. Heavenville the leader by 3/4 of a length. Big Much all in the second position. Monet's Magic finally getting into it, finding his best stride. Here he comes. He's getting outside. Monet Magic.
Wow,
and
3 was full of
Magic just gobbling up ground. Very green here, trying to shift into Heavenville. But Monet's Magic coast to the front from Heavenville. Monet's Magic.
No good.
As green as grass, but he gets it. Heavenville,
well,
second best. Big Much.
That didn't work out. It's been muddy all weekend.
Capaluca and Moneyline.
2-year-old. All these races are 2-year-olds today, by the way.
Gross.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, it's tough.
All right,
back to Santa Anita.
Yeah, let's look back at the 5th, just to check the odds. The 2 is projected for 9 to 5. The 8 is projected for 7 to 5. The 9 projected for 7 to 1. I thought they'd hammer it. They're going the other direction. It's not good. So it's then you got my 4, which is at 39 to 1. So I think what I'm going to do here. So let me write this down.
Okay.
I think the main ticket needs to be 2-8. And then in leg 2, which is race 7, I think 2-4. And then I think in race 9, I go 5-8-10. But that means I have backup plays in legs 1 and 2 with the 4 and the 6. So I think what I do, Steve-O, is my main ticket is 2 by 2 by 3. and then I play a smaller one, including the 4 and the 6
I think you'll play it for a little bit more money.
for a little. Say again.
Yeah. Well, like you'll probably do like a $10 or $20.
Well, yeah. Let's see. 2 times
Or
2 is 4
$40,
times
I
2
don't
is
know.
12. Yeah. If I play the first wave for $10, I'll play it the second wave for like, maybe half that.
Okay.
So I give myself just a little bit of a cushion.
I like these Mendelssohns on the turf. Let's see here. Hmm. You got the 5 on your ticket in the last leg, right?
Correct. San Anita turf, pick 3. So I'm going to go in the first leg, 2 and 8. In the second leg, 2 and 4. And then the third leg, 5, 8, and 10.
Yeah, you made some decent points about the 10 before I went to the Oaklwan race. Cutting back. Hey, Jesse came back and won a stake on dirt at low sell. Okay. So Carla Gaines has 2 bombs in here. But Rispoli's on the 5. Okay. Am I reading that correctly? Carla Gaines with this Gonzalez kid is 0 for 31 at Santa Anita the last 2 seasons. Okay. I'll let that one beat us. I keep staring at this Pete Miller with Pratt.
You got to give me
The
which
4.
race you talk about?
We the Hobby in the last leg here. You don't have that one on the ticket?
In the final leg, the 4? No, I didn't. I didn't play the 3 or the 4.
Okay, because last time 5 panels at Delmar should show. Well, okay. I don't know, big jock change but yeah, you got to make a stand, right?
Yeah, I mean, they both have run like in the 19 to 20 range on Ragozin. The 10 has run just a little slower, but with trouble. I think the 8 is probably going to run massive, and I think the 5, just with the first time, the dam. If I gun to my head, I wouldn't. I mean, the 5 might be the most likely winner.
The broodmare on the 8 is pretty. Had a nice little turf career, sprinting. So, got something to look at there for its turf debut. Coming off that layoff, second time blinkers, dirt to turf. Doug O'Neill, JJ. I like that 8. Like that 8 a lot, actually. I like that. That's a good one. All right, so you're 2-8 with 2-4 with 5, 8, 10 on your regular ticket,
And then yes,
and then you'll go a little bit shorter on the other ticket with more money.
no, other way around. So let me explain. So the main ticket is 2-8 with 2-4 with 5, 8, 10.
Okay,
And then I played that for $20, so it's
Okay.
$240 ticket.
that's 240.
And then I played a $3 ticket, adding the 4 in leg 1 and adding the 6 in leg.
Oh, you're adding horses.
Yes.
Okay, I thought
No,
this was your big. I thought the first ticket was your bigger ticket. That
No,
was my confusion.
no.
Okay, that's your smaller ticket, the 2-8, 2-4 with the 5-8, 10. Then you're going to throw a couple other ones in for the saver, so to
Correct.
speak, ticket. Maybe you hit both. I don't know.
Well, I mean, that would be optimal. It's the 4 here at 35-1. I don't want to.
All right, so you got your ticket in, right?
I'm in.
All right, we got 9 minutes to post. They're just going to be walking out in the track. Okay.
And then I'll be kind of dropping off here in a little bit, but of this sequence, my strongest play comes in race 7, where I have tremendous respect for the 2 and the 4. So we're gonna have to let the tote board be our guide here. And if you're a member of the Lone Speed group text, I'll post this there. But race 7, the Eddie Logan for 2-year-olds at a mile on the turf. We're gonna try to get the 2 home first, the 4 home second, maybe even a win bet on the 4, but then an exacta 2-4 type thing. Because I think the 4 has a real shot, and I respect the hell out of the 2. So that's the strongest play of the day.
Okay.
All right, man. What about you? You on anything?
No, I didn't really look at Santa Anita. I was doing Oaklwan and watching a little bit of football and just messing around. But what I'm doing here is there's your ticket. Actually, let me fix this the way that looks. Let me space that out a little bit. Oh, does that look better? Yeah.
Yep.
Do SA all turf pick 3. That's the main ticket or whatever.
That's the main ticket. And then if you want to get a little creative, maybe spend a little less, add the 4 in leg 1, add the 6 in leg 2.
Okay. I would.
That's it for me, bro.
If I play this, what I might do is I might play your ticket a little bit smaller. And then I think I'm going to throw Pete in the last leg.
Okay.
I like your sequence. I'd hate to get beat by We the Hobby with the big jock switch and going from 5 panels to 6. It's 7-2, but so let's do a little. Let's put this thing in. Santa Anita. Pick 3. Two 8 with 2 4. Oh no, wait, that's wrong. I got to go to all turf, all Santa Anita. Okay, let's look for the pick 3. I'm on the wrong race, that's why. There it goes. Okay, there it is. I had to scroll down to find that. It's a $3 minimum bet. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just do it for $5 or something. All right, 2 8. Two 4. And I'm going 4 5 8 10. There it is. Pam. Okay. Let's see if we can cash in on this ticket.
Right, baby. Let's do it. You weren't around. I didn't feel like you were around much today. You had a busy day.
Yeah, just laying low, taking care of some loose ends, you know.
Loose ends like what?
I'm negotiating a car purchase. I don't know if I told you a while back, my transmission blew on my Nissan Maxima that I had.
I do remember something about that. Yes.
So never buy a car with a C, V as in Victor, T as in Tom transmission, CVT.
Okay.
They're the worst transmissions you can get, and they always go bad. It's weird. And Nissan has CVTs, at least those particular years. And looking at what was that? Acura TLX 4-door sedan. Pretty old one.
What year was that car? You had that for a while, right?
Yeah, I paid it off and drove. I love the car. It was fine. It was paid off. It was a 2013.
My goodness.
Yeah. But it's extended its welcome. I put a new transmission in it, by the way, and the second one went to shit.
All right.
So now we're going to get it. But, you know, these guys are trying to. I'm putting 15 down on this car. And
hey, I'm playing a trifecta key box here.
okay.
The 4 with the 2, 8, and 9.
4 with the 289.
Which means I need the 4 to run in the try and nobody else but 2, 8, 9 in the try.
Okay. And you have 2, 8.
2, 8, and a little bit of 4 in the. So here's the thing: if the 9 wins the race, but the 4 runs second and the 2 or the 8 runs third, I think I'm going to make good money here. I'll be out of my pick 3s completely, but I'll have to try for $5, and that's going to pay nicely with the 4 at 40 to 1.
That horse is interesting. I'll give you that. Only lost by a length and 3/4, 2 back. It went down the hill last time. I guess, you know, we don't have to count that. That's a weird deal. Some of these horses don't like going down the hill. It didn't run horrible. It only beat one horse though. So I think it's better going this trip. It won at 7 furlongs as the favorite out in, I never heard of that track, Yarmouth.
Who are you talking about?
The 4. It won at some track in Great Britain that I've never heard of at 7 panels. So, all right. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what the best result is for me. I mean, I should know that, but it might be the 4.
Horses at the gate.
I mean,
you gotta, yeah. If it wins, you're not going to be sad or nothing. I mean, you'll be like,
well, it means I'll only have to pick 3 for $3, but it's gonna.
Yeah, but that's going to pay. That's, you know, I think a lot of people are going to be on the either a single or the 2 that we have, obviously. But hey, the 4 could do it. I mean, you have it in a try, 4 over 2, 8.
2, 8, 9. I have it keyed, so the 4 can run anywhere in the try, and I'll have it.
Okay.
The one horse we didn't talk about is the 10, which I just didn't think was at this level, but you know, this is horse racing.
Yeah.
2 more. Miss Mandalay and Soho. We're in the gate. Rascality is very.
Oh my
second.
God, look at
He
the
almost
8.
unseated the rider in there.
That's us?
Yes.
Oh, shit. That's not good. Oh, shit.
Still
Oh,
picking up.
fuck's sake.
Boy, he's bucking like a Bronco. Boy, they
And
just
they're
let him
off.
out that quick without like dude.
Fast start for Soho.
That was
Miss
weird.
Mandalay has plenty of early gas, and prancing through Paris is in between those two. Ashley comes away in 4th. She's followed by Ann Janash, who's 6 lengths off the lead. Then Shin Jadai on the outside of Queen Maxima, 2 lengths clear of Report. Lovin' on the run, and Rascality, after misbehaving in the gate, is last.
Yeah,
Less than
that
a half mile to go, and it's Miss Mandalay who's opened up a 4-length lead. Prancing through Paris is in 2nd. Soho Orange Sleeves far outside.
The 4 is going to get
Then it's
the
Ashley
first
in
run. The
4th,
2 is
and
saving
Janash
ground.
5th. At the rail, Queen Maxima,
Have to get
7
through
lengths
there.
Four's
off
running.
the leader. Outside of
Yeah.
her, Shin Jadai. Report trying to pass some rivals. Then Lovin' on the run. And
I'll tell you what, the 4 is
Rascality.
looking
They
decent.
passed the quarter pole, and Miss Mandalay goes on with it. Leads it by 3 lengths to Soho, who's clearly in 2nd. Shin Jadai on the far outside is starting to close. Center of the course, Report. Queen Maxima coming alive with big strides late. Past the 16th. Miss Mandalay getting
Oh, look at the
weary.
2.
Here's Soho and
Over
a
the
huge
top.
run from Queen Maxima. Look at those enormous
Whoa!
strides.
Ho,
Getting
ho.
up to run down Soho.
Hey, my
Damn.
4 ran
Photo
a
from
massive.
3rd went to Ann
It did.
Janash. It's another photo, Shin Jadai and a tiring Miss Mandalay.
I'll tell you what, the 2 was a little crowded. Got to save ground. Was a little crowded down there. I'm going to tell you what, put a trip note on the 8. What were the starters doing? The horse was bucking like a Bronco. I mean, they barely got the jockey back on, and they opened up the gate.
Damn, what did this come? I mean, the 4 wasn't close to the try, but there's the
Looks like
2, 9, and 4. I mean,
It's 2, 10, 9.
yeah. I mean, the 4 ran a really good
finish.
race.
The 4 ran good at 60 to 1. The 2 was incredible. The 8, though, you need to put in starter shenanigans. Something was weird about that. They didn't, you know how you hear, oh, whoa, 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 you know, and then they relax the horse in there and then they let it out again. They just the jockey got on and they opened up the fucking gate. And it looked like the 8 had a lot of problems leaving the gate. So,
Running time is hand timed 108.21. Running time.
but that was a very good effort by the 2
108.21.
because it took it a while to find a seam, and once it did, holy shit! But it's 4 to 5. I mean, well, it ran like it.
I was pretty sure there at the 8th pole that I was out of every single bet because the 10 was going to win.
Yeah, it was like shit. What's going on here?
What did I miss there about the 10? I mean, that 10 had never really. Hey, look, I'm alive. That's all you can ask for.
The next race. Oh yeah, wait, the 10. Let me look at it real quick. Soho. The 10. Didn't Dylan like the 10?
I can't remember.
Yeah, Dylan liked the 10. I'm almost positive. Yeah, before he ghosted us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he mentioned the 10. We can go back and rewind the tape and look at it.
So, all right. Well, hey, look, I'm a third of the way home.
All right,
Both
so
of them-
I'm 2 by 4 the rest of the way. You know, I don't know what this thing's going to pay unless we get one of their bigger opinions, but I think we're in good shape.
Yeah.
So yeah, the group text is going to cease to exist as it did.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be doing a cool little Patreon thing where
That's right.
people can pay $29.95.
Yeah, I think something around there. 20, maybe
Yeah.
29. I'm not sure yet. I haven't really quite set it up yet, but
set it up yet.
what we'll do is
Okay.
on the next Coffee with Dew, we'll talk more about it, get specific, give some links or some QR codes or whatever. And
Okay. And then Rich is going to keep the group text
mm-hmm.
intact and retain people there at a lower price because he's going to be going solo on that venture. And I'll continue to do, videos of, well, we'll do stuff like this. And of
Mhm.
course, the Oaklwan capping hour, which, by the way, you're in, you've got 2 entries in the Smarty Jones contest,
That's right. Next Saturday.
which is next Saturday. I'm going to be in Hot Springs. They're live.
Well, I hope you still do your show because I'm going to be relying on you and
I'm
Marco.
going to be, well, of course, I'm going to do the show live, probably either at Rocky's Corner or at the casino in Oaklawn.
Yeah, that's
And then,
awesome.
yeah, and then I'll probably go to Rocky's. I'll hang out with my aunt, drink some coffee over there. Shit, you should probably pop on for a little bit.
I'll do
And
that.
then, yeah, and then yeah, I'll be on location. You can pop in there.
Um,
And then yeah, you'll be in that contest. That'll be cool. I'll probably, what's the buy-in for that?
400, 200 live bank, 200 prize pool, and the
Okay.
prizes are just Kentucky Derby betting challenge seats. And then the
Okay.
$1,000 contest.
Yeah, what's going on with that? Because we got wiped out.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll reschedule it or what they'll do, but yeah, everybody got refunds. So I'm looking at the
Well,
Twin
they're gonna
Spires. Say
listen.
again?
They're gonna do something big for Arkansas Derby.
Right.
That Apple Blossom, whatever. I mean, Rebel Day, the Rebel, in March. That's a big day, and I mean, obviously, you're not going to be able to do NHC for Rebel because that's going to be too close to the NHC. But they can give out BCBC or
Yeah.
the Southwest. Southwest is a big day. That's in
Mhm.
February. They could probably do that.
Yeah. All right, bro. Well, listen. We'll catch up maybe early. We're still on kind of a holiday week, that zone between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
So you and I will do a coffee with Du. We'll talk about the new Patreon, talk about the plans for horse bet entertainment, and we'll be golden.
All right, guys, watch afar for the pick 3. We hit the first leg. Let's see what happens. Let's see if me and Justin can make some money here. And we love doing this, and we'll see you next time.
Later.
All right. Bye-bye.